Hello, today we are going to take a SK mannequin Manny. I'm going to grab Manny Simple and we are going to import it. We're going to export it, take a look at what's under the hood, and then from there on bring it into Captury, which we will attach to a retarget and then live stream that motion back into Unreal. So let's get started first with going here into the Manny skeletal mesh. I'm going to right click it. I'm going to go to Asset Actions Export. I'm going to save him on the desktop. I'm going to call it V2 because I already have one here. My export settings are FBX 2013. Pretty much keep it as is. I don't really do any additional changes, tweaks, or anything. So let's export that. So once that's been exported, we're going to go into Maya and we are going to open it. So this is it. Don't save. Import it. Okay, now that we have the file open, let's take a look at it. So what we have in the Manny rig is we start off with the transform, that was the name of the asset. Under that, you have the root skeleton. Then you have the Manny SKM Manny Simple LOD group, and here you have your other additional fidelities. Under the root, there's the pelvis, which is what's going to lead to the whole rig, right? All this here. But you do have IK foot, IK hand, interaction, center of mass. These ones won't really take on anything, they'll just kind of be floating in there. But I'm assuming that it'll take the root as a transform, so it just might move everything this way. But let's go ahead and bring it into Captury. So right now I have a scene here. Let's take a look. And it's someone playing with the headset, moving around. Also note that I am using a laptop to run everything here, which I typically would not recommend, but this is for the purpose of the test. I'm going to load in Manny Simplified V2. My up axes are going to stay as is. I'm not going to change anything here. Hit OK. And over here, where you see it load up, I'm going to right click it and set source to unknown, which is the name of the skeleton that's tracking. So let's go ahead and play this. So now we should have the mannequin being driven by the mocap data. Now, usually what I would do is go into Unreal. And I would want to make sure that my live link is set up. If you need to make sure that all your networking is correct, you're pointing to the right IP address for the machine. Since this is all local, I have Captury here. Some AR tags I believe are streaming in, as well as Manny Simplified V2, which is the one we want, and an unknown, which is the original. I'm going to open up the content drawer for the purpose of this test. And I'm going to select the skeletal mesh for Manny Simple. I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to go to Create, Animation Blueprint. I'm going to call it Animation Blueprint underscore Manny Simple. Call it V2 since it is V2. Cool. Then I'm going to open that up. I'm going to right click, do live link. I'm going to drag that into the output pose. I'm going to hit the toggle, go to Manny SK V2 Simple, compile. And now we should be seeing our character in our scene. Hit compile, save, close this, bring this in. It's, right. Let's go ahead and do a simulate. And we should be seeing him streaming now. Looks like I have some kind of motion blur on. But he is streaming, as we expected. And again, my computer is running a little slow because I'm running all of it on one system. Hit stop, go back to Captury. And if I do like, let's say this, I like the fact that I've already retargeted my character onto here, right? I can right click it and go to export, re-export. Just gonna go ahead and hit save my shot. And what re-export will do is that when I right click and go to show in file directory, this is the directory of all the this is the directory of that specific shot. So let's just kind of go to large icons. At the moment, it's still exporting, as you can see down at the bottom right here, where it says exporting. But once that is gone, what happens is it generates an additional FBX file of Manny with the animation on there. That way, if you would prefer to just import your animation rather than live stream it, and you want to import it with the same skeleton, you can do so. All right, so let's take a look and see if we can look at it in the directory. Let's open it up. There's the file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that into Maya to confirm that the animation has been applied. It's this one right here. Save, import. And now you should have your animation targeted onto the Manny rig. And then this would be able to be brought in into Unreal and attached to your character. As I'm looking at the character here, just as a quick little kind of note, I'm noticing that the feet are a little bit kind of too low. So when you constrain or attach your character set source, it creates constraints. So let's take a look at those constraints that it's created. So it has values on every different bone, like this one has, seems to have spine 1, spine 2. These are all kind of split up. This is automated. You can probably tweak a couple stuff, but what we want to take a look at is the foot. So the foot is this right here, the ankle. The bottom is actually the toe base. Wonder if kind of constraining those will help. I think it's also that my capture could have probably been recorded without the floor constraint. So when you do tracking, under tracking, there should be, well, it's not here because it's not in real time, but under the real time motion filter, you'll see the floor plane. If I wanted to fix this, I can either try fixing it in like a control rig, like in Unreal or in Maya, by offsetting it. Another thing I can try, just because I kind of want to see if I can, would be probably going to the right ball, turning off the position again, as well as on the left ball. Going to the foot base, going to the rotation. Nope, not that one. This one, yeah. So what I'm doing is just adding an offset of 10. Do it to the foot as well. I think that would probably help that particular issue. Now this big blue node that you see here, that's the root bone, and that extended thing is the thing that comes with the skeleton of the Unreal skeletons. So don't mind that. That's usually meant intended for like